Hello students, welcome to this session. Hope you are all doing good. So in this session, we are looking into syllogisms, also known as deductions for SBI PO and Clerk Prelims exam. Okay, right. Now before we go to the questions, do subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is time space 4 space bank space SSC space CGL, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos we upload in our channel. Okay, right. Now the directions. So please always read the directions because you need to recognize the questions are from which topic. Then only you can apply those concepts, correct? So do read the directions from time to time to keep yourself, from understanding what kind of directions can be given for the topics. So here it says in each question below, some statements are given which are followed by two conclusions. You have to take the given statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance with commonly known facts, and decide which of the conclusions logically follows, disregarding the commonly known facts. Okay. Right. Now you have statements and conclusions, and then some options. So we use deductions. So we'll use the Venn diagram method to answer this. Right. So let's take it. Now, let's draw the combined diagram first, then we look into the conclusions. So, the first one we have is all singers are clouds. Then we have all clouds are tractors. Okay. So, let's take the combined diagram. All singers are clouds. All clouds are tractors. Those are the first two we have, correct? Then only a few reactors are tractors. Okay. Only a few reactors are tractors, like this. So these are only a few. That means there should be some reactors that should not be inside tractors. Means the complete reactor cannot move inside a tractor, but the complete tractor can move inside the reactor. This indication will help you understand the movement of the circles. Understanding the point? Okay. So without this indication, it is some. With this indication, it is only some. Correct? Right. Now, this is the combined diagram we have for the statements. Now, the conclusions. Now, we have a possibility. Let us check. All clouds being reactors is a possibility. Okay. So, all the clouds being reactors. Can I take it? You can take it. No problem. Why? Because see, there is already tractor reactor having an overlap. Now, don't go by the size of the overlap. The size of the overlap can be increasing or decreasing, because ultimately my original relation is what? Only a few reactors are tractors. See, I will draw and show you the alternate diagram. This is how I can draw only a few reactors are tractors. Still, there are some reactors that are not inside tractors. And now I can put the complete C inside, and within that I can put complete S also. All singers are clouds, all clouds are tractors. Now see, all clouds being reactors is a possibility, correct? All the clouds inside reactors is a possibility. So it is a possibility diagram which I am able to satisfy. Correct? So when you are practicing, draw it separately and check. But in the exam, you should understand that since there is already an overlap between T and R, I can push the complete C in that common region. Don't go by the size of that region. The size of the region can increase. Still, it will be sum only. How much ever overlap you do, it will be sum only. So you just need to know, don't go by the size of the overlap. Don't go by the size of the circles. They can increase or decrease. That's the beauty of taking Venn diagrams using for deductions. Understood? So, since there is already overlap between R and T, the complete C can also go inside. See, this is the proof. So, when you keep doing that in the practice, draw it separately, you can start visualizing it. You don't need to do it in the exam. You can take it, and I will definitely get, yes, it is definitely possible. So, I can say conclusion 1 definitely follows. 1 follows. Now, we need to check the second one. Some reactors are not singers. Okay. So come to the basic diagram again. some reactors are not singers. See, these are some of my reactors that are not inside singers. Correct? Negative satisfies. When a negative satisfies, what we do? We are allowed to go to the alternate diagram and take the complementary pair for that. And what's the complementary pair for some reactors are not singers? All reactors are singers. Now check, can I take all the reactors and put it inside singers? Visually try to understand what happens if I take the complete R and put it inside S. Then the complete R will also move inside T. Am I allowed to do that? You are not allowed. See, that is why this indication is important. That will help you understand the movement of the circles. The complete reactor cannot go inside a singer because the complete reactor will go inside tractor. But then it will not satisfy my third statement. Only a few reactors are tractors will not be satisfied anymore. So what is happening? The complementary pair fails in your alternate diagram. That means the negative conclusion still satisfies your alternate diagram. It was satisfying your basic, it satisfies your alternate. So that means 2 also follows. So my answer to this will be both 1 and 2 follow. This is how you have to do it. You cannot draw every time and check. There will be some cases where you need to draw separately and check. But this also should not be that case. This I have just explained here, but in the exam you need to do it. Understood? Practice it. But in the exam you need to know what to do, what not to do to get your answer faster, mark and move on. Understood that? Okay. Right. Then next one. Yeah. So again, we have very similar statements and different conclusions. So let's go for it. All singers are clouds, or clouds are tractors, only a few reactors are tractors. Okay. So again, let's draw the combined diagram. All singers are clouds, all clouds are tractors, and only a few reactors are tractors. So there are some reactors that should never enter inside tractors. So this is the combined diagram we have, correct? Now, conclusions. All singers being reactors is a possibility. Can I take all the singers inside reactors? Yes, you can. Because see, now again, I'll show you how that works. Now the possibility diagram I'm drawing. I want all the singers inside reactors. So for that, this is how your diagram will look. So this is reactor, this is tractor. There are some reactors that are not tractors, correct? And then you can have, and this is your clouds and this is your singers. See, my original relation still satisfies. All singers are clouds, all clouds are tractors, only a few reactors are tractors. And my possibility is what? All singers being reactors is a possibility, correct? Now see, since reactors and tractors, how should you visualize now? This is how you have to visualize. Since reactor and tractor are already overlapping, I can take the cloud circle and also make it overlap with the reactor. And once that overlap happens, I can push the complete singer inside that overlap. And that is what I did. I first made the cloud overlap with the reactor and then push the complete singer inside that overlap. Because the singer should be completely inside clouds every time. Understanding? So practice this on a regular basis, then you will understand the movement of the circle so that visually you can understand and quickly you can answer it. Because by the time you have drawn this, you could have answered both the conclusions. So when necessary, you draw and check. Otherwise, every time you should not. Understood the point here? Okay. So definitely it's a possibility. So I will get conclusion 1 works for me. Now let's do the second one. At least some reactors are clouds. Now see, at least does not have any additional meaning. It means the same as some. So some reactors are clouds. We need to check here only. Are some reactors clouds here? No. Reactor is separate, cloud is separate. It is a positive conclusion, but it is not satisfying your basic diagram. Does not follow. My answer for this is only 1 follows. And that's available in first option. Understood? Practice. Okay. Then next. Right. Now we have all puzzles are killers, all balls are puzzles. So I'll write this first. I'll draw this first. All balls are puzzles, then all puzzles are killers. Okay. The combined diagram. All balls are puzzles. All puzzles are killers. Correct. And then only a few quests are puzzles. Okay. So like this. Only a few quests are puzzles. So there should be some quests that should not enter inside puzzles. Now you need to understand before you look at it, look at the movement of the circle. Can I take the complete Q and put it inside K? Yes, you can. But I cannot take the complete Q and put it inside B. Why? Then it will also automatically go inside P. Not allowed. Understanding the point here? Okay. But I can take the complete K and put it inside Q. I can also take the complete B and put it inside Q because there is already overlap happening between P and Q. Correct? So practice it like this. Understand the movement of the circles. Then looking at the conclusions, it becomes easier. Okay. Right. So let's see the conclusions. Right, so now the first one, all puzzles being balls is not a possibility. Okay, all puzzles being balls. Can I take the complete P inside B? Can I take the complete P inside B? You can. Why? Because see, I already have all balls are puzzles. Now he says all puzzles are balls. What I can do? I can simply draw like this, no? I can take one circle and put it P equals B. So that I can get all balls are puzzles according to the statements. And now my possibility, all puzzles are balls. The remaining I can draw. I have all puzzles are killers and only a few quests are puzzles. There are some quests that are not inside puzzles. Everything works. Correct? So this is definitely possible. So it is a possibility diagram which is definitely possible for me. But what he says it is not a possibility. So I proved it is wrong. I proved it is possible, but since he says it is not a possibility, conclusion 1 does not follow. Correct? Now let's look at the second one. Here we have some killers can never be quests. So whenever you have can never be, it should always be treated as are not. So basically this is some not. Are you understanding the point? So some not. Can never be, he will say. Cannot be, he will say. So never and not. Okay. These are negative words. So that is why it has to be considered as negative conclusion. Now sometimes in place of some, he can also give you all. All with the same terms. Can never be or cannot be. It will still be treated as some not. You get any qualifier before with can never be or cannot be, it should be treated as some not. Please keep that in mind. Whether it is some or all, it doesn't matter. Okay. Right. So basically this is some killers are not quests. Let us check. See, these are some of my killers that are not inside quests. So negative satisfies. So what is the complementary? All killers are quests. Correct? All the killers are quests. Now I need to check, is that possible? Now see here, can I take, say I am drawing it here only. All the killer are quests means, see, this is what I am drawing. I am taking the complete killer and putting it inside quests like this. So imagine I am just pushing this and putting it around the K. What is my original relation? See, this is my original relation. Some quests should not be puzzles. It is still satisfied. See, these are some of my quests that are not inside the puzzle circle. So, wherever you have the into mark, that can go completely inside Q. Wherever you have the shaded mark, that cannot go completely inside. That is the meaning of this. And that is what I did here. Complete K can go inside Q. That means the complementary pair satisfied. Because the complementary pair satisfied, the given negative conclusion does not follow. So my answer here is neither 1 nor 2 follows. Understanding the point here? Okay. Yeah. Then next, yes, we have similar statements, different conclusions. Let us check. So we have combined diagram. All balls are puzzles. All puzzles are killers. And then only a few quests are puzzles. Okay. Only a few quests are puzzles, that is here. So there will be some quests that are never inside puzzles. That's the indication. So this is my combined diagram. Correct? Now let's see the conclusions. So first let's check the second one, because that is positive. It becomes easier to check. Some killers are quests. K and Q, are they overlapping? K and Q, yes, they are definitely overlapping. So I can say two follows. Two definitely follows. Then we have some quests are definitely not. See, are itself means it is a definite word. Again, using the word definitely is not going to change the meaning. You can ignore the word definitely. It is simply some not. Some quests are not balls. Let us check. See, these are some of my quests that are not inside balls. So negative satisfies. You are allowed to go to the alternate diagram and take the complementary pair. What is it? All the quests are balls. Now tell me, can I take the complete Q and put it inside B? You can't. Why? Because if I put the complete Q inside B, then complete Q will also go inside P. But the shaded portion now is going inside P. Not allowed. So complementary pair fails in your alternate diagram. That means the negative conclusion satisfies your alternate diagram also. So here we get conclusion 1 follows, both follows as the answer, which is given in the option 5. Select fifth option, both 1 and 2 follow. Understood this? So you need to do this orally. Understand the movement of the circle. You have to have only the combined diagram of the statements in your rough sheets. Everything else has to be done orally. Okay, but when you are practicing, put it on the paper first. You should know the movement of the circles. Visualization should happen. Got it? Right. Next. Yeah, now we have 2 statements and 2 conclusions. Let us check. So coming to the combined basic diagram for the statements. Some fellows are wings, no fellow is a brother. Okay. Some fellows are wings. So this is some, and no fellow is a brother. So no usually has 2 separate circles. Just by drawing 2 separate circles, it may not be sufficient, because you also need to understand, am I able to satisfy my statements in my alternate diagram also? Correct? So when you have a no, make this indication like this, from boundary to boundary and into mark, saying that the boundaries should never overlap. No means no overlap ever. So this will help you understand the movement of the circles easier, those indications. Okay. So some fellows are wings, no fellow is a brother. That's what we have as the statement. Now the conclusions. No brother is a wing. Brother is separate, wing is separate. Negative satisfies. Now when negative satisfies, what we can do? We take the complementary pair and take the alternate diagram. What is the complementary? Some. No brother is a wing. We take some brother are wing. Is this allowed? It is definitely allowed, as long as the B circle is not overlapping with the F circle. It can move anywhere it wants. So the complementary satisfies, so that the given negative conclusion will not follow. Then the second one, all fellows being wings is a possibility. Can I take all the fellows inside wings? Yes, you can. Because some means what? There should be some overlap. How much ever overlap it can happen also, no problem. So there should be overlap between the 2 circles. Either the complete W can go inside F, or the complete F can go inside W. Still there will be overlapping. Correct? So it is not going to be a problem. I can have the complete F inside W. All fellows being wings is a possibility. Yes, it is definitely possible. Are you able to follow that, everyone? Yes? So that is what you need to understand here. When you already have some fellows or wings, that overlap should be there. How much overlap is there, you need not worry about it. I can take the complete F inside W, I can take the complete W inside F, because sum is given, only sum is not given. Then it is fine. Correct? So yes, I can say that conclusion 2 definitely follows. So my answer is going to be only 2 follows. Second option. Okay. Yes, next again we have some statements followed by 2 conclusions, and decide which of the conclusions logically follows. So please read the directions, because sometimes you will be given decide which of the conclusions logically does not follow, he will ask. So I need to then pick those conclusions that does not follow. Okay, it all will be given in the options. So that is what we need to check before we start. But yeah, anyways, if you have options like this, it is followings only we need to check, but also look into the directions before you start. Okay, now let's start with this 3 statements and 2 conclusions. So we have the combined diagram. We have all motors are gearless. Okay, all the motors are gearless. Only a few gears are gearless. Okay, so this is gearless. Only a few gears are gearless. So this is only a few. That means there should be some gears that should never enter inside gearless. That is only a few. Gears are gearless, correct? And then some cars are not gear. Okay. Some cars are not gears. So for no and some not, we have 2 separate circles. So for no, you put boundary to boundary and into line saying the boundaries should never overlap. For some not, you put an indication like this, similar to only a few, because in the basic they should not overlap, but in the alternate they can overlap. Partial overlap is allowed. Complete C inside GR is not allowed. Partial overlap is allowed. Complete GR inside C is also allowed. That is what you need to understand. Correct? So now based on this, let us see what are the conclusions we have. Right. Now look at this. One is a possibility. All gears being motors is a possibility. Can I take complete G inside M? Can I take the complete GR inside M? All gears being motors. Is it allowed? No, it is not allowed. Why? Because if I take the complete GR inside M, then the shaded portion is also going inside GL. Yes or no? Is it allowed? It is not allowed. See, this indication helps you every time. So I know for a fact that it is not going to be possible. So one does not follow, because he says it is possible and we know it is not going to be possible because of this statement. Okay. Now the second one, some cars are not motors. Okay. See, these are some of my cars that are not motors. Okay. So negative satisfies, we take the complementary and draw the complementary diagram. And what is the complementary diagram? We have all cars are motors. See, this is the motor circle. Can I take all the cars inside motors like this? Yes, you can, because my original relation is this one between car and gears. There should be some cars that are not inside gears. That is still satisfying. You just have to understand, since this is a separate circle, there should be some part of cars never entering gears. So as long as that is happening, C can move anywhere it wants, and it can move. This is how you have to understand. So complementary satisfies. Now because the complementary satisfies, the given negative conclusion will not follow. So neither 1 nor 2 follows, and that is there in option 4. Correct? Yeah. Next. So let's take the combined diagram for the statements first. All height are short, all short are weight. Okay. all height are short, all short are weight. Correct? Then only a few weight are heavy. Okay. So this is only a few weight are heavy. So there are some weights which should not go inside heavy. Only a few weight are heavy. So this is the diagram we get. Now let's see the conclusions. Yes. Now see here. Some heavy are not short. All heavy are short. So there will be cases where you will have opposite pairs, or in other words, complementary pairs will be given in your conclusion. So whenever you have complementary pairs, then there is a possibility, there is a chance that you will get your answer as either or. Either or happens only when you have conclusions with complementary pairs. That is the first. There are two, things you need to satisfy for getting either or. One is getting complementary pairs. The other thing, let us see. Okay. Now, first let's start with the negative. So the first one, negative, we will check in the basic diagram. The second one, which is the positive, the complementary, we will see how this goes. Now, first one is some heavy are not short. Check here. See. Okay, there are two height and heavy. Yeah? So this is height, this is heavy. Okay. So some heavy are not short. See, these are some of my heavy that are not inside short. So negative is a yes in the basic diagram. That means its complementary will be no. So because two complementaries means two opposites cannot satisfy the same diagram. Because what is the complementary for some heavy are not shorts? All heavy are shorts. All heavy are shorts. Is it satisfying the same diagram? No, it will not. Correct? So negative is a yes. So we go for the complementary and draw it in the alternate diagram. So in the alternate diagram, I need to check, can I take all the heavy inside a short? So what I'll do, check here. So you can, slightly draw this height circle a little bit smaller, like this. Now imagine, can I take the complete heavy inside short? Yes, you can. See, like this. The complete heavy without touching the height can move inside. So the overlap is still there, and still I can have some shaded portion not inside heavy, because only a few weight are heavy. That is what is given. See, only a few weight are heavy, and still only a few weight are heavy satisfies, because there are some weight which are not inside heavy. So like I said, the into mark circle can go completely inside. The shaded portion circle cannot go completely inside. So understand the pattern, you will know how it works. So now what is happening here is the complementary is satisfying the alternate. That means the negative will not satisfy. So what is it that we understand here is, like I said, two things you need to check for getting the answer as either or. One is you need complementary pairs in your conclusions. The second is this. The negative should satisfy the basic. Okay. And its complementary should satisfy the alternate. Then and only then we get either or. Because negative is a yes in the basic, but its complement is yes in the alternate. So either one or two. These are the two things you need to check whenever you need either or as the answer. First thing is we need complementary pairs in your conclusions. The second thing is this should satisfy. Negative should be satisfying the basic diagram, and its complementary should be satisfying the alternate diagram. Then only we can give our answer as either or. So here my answer is going to be either or. Got it? So we choose that. That is there in third option. Choice 3. Okay. Right. Then moving on to the next. Yes. So let's draw the combined diagram first. Right, so we have, so first let's draw this. Only a few houses are rent, only a few whites are home. Okay. Some homes are not house. Okay, let's draw that. Some homes are not house. So these are some homes that are not house. Correct? Then only a few houses are rent, like this. So only a few houses are rent. So there should be some houses that should never go inside the rent circle. And only a few whites are home, like this. Only a few whites are home. So there should be some whites that should never enter inside home. So this is the combined diagram we have. Okay. Now the conclusions. One is negative, the other is possibility. Okay, let's see. No white is a rent. Correct. White is separate, rent is separate. No white is a rent. Yes. Negative satisfies. So we take the alternate diagram and go for the complementary, which is what? Some whites are rent. Can it happen? Yes. Why? Because see, I can simply move this circle here. See what I'll do. You have to visualize. I can move this circle here like this. Still, I will be able to maintain the same relation. Only a few whites are rents. Sorry, only a few whites are homes. And then I can move our circle here like this. So that still I can maintain only a few houses are rents. Can't I do that? Yes. The overlap can be existing. I can simply push the two circles so that whites and rents are overlapping. That is what I want. Because the negative is no white is a rent. Now I have proved some whites are rents. It is definitely satisfying. So the complementary satisfies. That means the given negative conclusion will not follow. Correct? So one does not follow. The second one, all houses being whites is not a possibility. Okay, let's check all houses being whites. Can I take all the houses inside whites? This thing, can I take completely inside? Yes, there is no problem at all. See, like this I can take all the houses inside whites. This is the house. Then house and rent, I can draw it like this. So that there are some houses that are not inside rent. No problem. It is still satisfying. Are you getting this? So it is definitely possible. Correct? But what he says it is not a possibility. So I proved that it is possible, but because he says it is not a possibility, it does not follow. So it is neither one nor two follows. Fourth option. Understood the point? Okay? Yes. Right. Then coming to the next. Again, here we have some statements with two conclusions and find out which conclusions logically follows. Okay. Right. Three statements, two conclusions. Let's see. Let's draw the combined diagram first. Some rents are rented, some rented are rated. Okay. Some rents are rented, some rented are rated. So this is how we get. Correct? No rated is costly. No rated is costly. So this is the combined diagram we have. Okay, now the conclusions. Now again check. Here we have no costly is a rent and some costly are rent. So these are again complementary pairs. So the first part of getting either or satisfies. We do have complementary pairs. Now what is the second part that we understood? The negative should satisfy the basic diagram and its complementary should satisfy the alternate diagram. Then only we get either or. Let us check. So let's start with the negative. The second one, which is negative, should satisfy the basic, and the complementary, the positive, should be satisfying your alternate diagram. Let's see. So the second one is no costly is rent. Correct? Costly is separate, rent is separate. Negative satisfies. So that's a yes. That means its complementary will be a no in that same diagram. Now what is the complementary? The complementary is some costly are rent. Yeah, I can definitely do that. See, I can simply take this separate circle and draw it here. Still it is a separate circle. As long as it doesn't touch your rated circle, it can overlap with any other circle. So it definitely satisfies. That means now the complementary is a yes in the alternate, so the negative is a no. So negative is a yes in the basic and its complementary is yes in the alternate. So yes, we will again get our answer as either 1 or 2 follows. Understood? Okay. Next. Yes. So let's see. Let's draw the combined diagram again. Only a few glass are cups. We have all glass are spoons, all glass are plates. First, let us draw this. All glass are spoons, all glass are plates. So this is glass. All glass are spoon. All glass are plate. Spoon, plate, cup. Only a few glass are cups. Okay, so like this. This is only a few glass are cups. So there should be some glass that should never enter inside cup. So this is the combined diagram we get. Now coming to the conclusions, we have some cups are plates, positive. Let's check. Some cups are plates, correct. C and PL, they are overlapping. So definitely 1 follows. Then all spoons being cups is a possibility. Can I take all the spoons inside cups? Now check what happens. If I take the complete spoon inside cup, then which other circle will go inside is what you need to understand. The complete G also will go inside. Can I take the complete G inside? No, you can't. Why? Because of this only a few glass or cups. I cannot take the complete G inside cup. Or also you can simply redraw and check. See, I want all spoons inside cups. Correct? That is what he said. Correct? That is what he said. All spoons being cups. So what you can do? You can simply draw the cup circle surrounding the spoon circle like this. Am I allowed to do that? You simply check. What is the original relation for cup? Only some glass are cups. So there should be the shaded portion should never go inside cup. Now what is happening? The shaded portion is completely inside cups. So this is not allowed. So that is what you need to understand. So please do carry 2 or 3 different colored pens so that you can draw then and there and verify. Understood? So you know that this is not possible. I have proved that it is not possible. But what he says here, he says it is possible. I know it is not. So I can say only 1 follows, and that's available in first option. Understood? Okay, that's how you look into it. All right, so those were the questions you had in syllogisms or deduction. Understood? Right. Now before we end the session, do join or subscribe to our YouTube channel for all bank, SSC, CGL, insurance, railway and other related exams. And these are our other social media handles. This is the Telegram, this is the YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. The links are given in the description below. Now for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. For online courses, you can enroll at t4e.info/bankssc online. Okay, thank you and goodbye.